Hi, community. How are you? This is Spirit Guide. How are you doing? I hope you are enjoying your 24 hours as I am enjoying mine. Could you please do me a favor? If you're liking my videos, please hit the like button and to let me know that yes, this is the kind of reading you want to see, okay? And also, if you really like the content, as I stated in one video before, I will be using at 1,000 subscribers. I will release all the bloopers or all the readings that didn't make it. Okay. Some of them have trigger warnings. So I will release that so you can see those at that time. Okay. All right. So let's continue on this journey and enjoy. As always, hand sanitize. I buy some more. Oops. Okay, as you see, I changed the table a little bit. So I'm in the process of changing things, making things more efficient as I continue with the channel and as the channel continues to grow. Okay. All right. Cards have been prayed over already. And currently we are just going to see the energy. So the bottom of the deck, I'll show you what it is. Hopefully you can see that I'm doing new lighting. It's called rejection. It says rejection. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. Wow. Okay, that's the first one. All right. Thank you so much for these 24 hours. Please give us the general reading, the general energy for this reading, the general energy for our next 24 hours. What should we be looking for? Thank you. What should we be looking for in the next 24 hours? What should we be focused on? What is coming our way? What is coming our way in the next 24 hours? All right, excellent. Okay. First up is strength. These cards, there is no upside down meaning. The card is exactly what the card says in the upright, okay? All right. Strength, sadness. Oh my goodness. That has been happening a lot. The cards at the bottom of the deck, and I showed it to you when we started, is continually coming up again. It'll come up, it'll stay at the bottom of the deck. This is a message. This is a message, okay? All right. Okay, so here, as I take a moment to look at the cards and to get an intuitive message from them, of course, we have strength, right? We've been getting that a lot. We have sadness, right? That's okay. And then, of course, we have rejection. um, in this energy, I'm seeing that there is a situation represented by the strength card. The strength card does not always have to mean that you are strong. In certain situations, depending on how the card is, this could mean you are lacking strength. Okay. For instance, if I pulled it and it did this, right? This combination would tell me lacking strength. Okay. So you have strength, okay? You have strength. And it's telling me that your strength is a source and can be a source of sadness in your present. In your present, it's a source of sadness. It's a source of, there is a such thing as being too strong. And being too strong, sorry, this thing does this. And being too strong, what begins to happen is you lack compassion for others, and you also, not you, but in the reading, a person that lacks has too much strength within themselves does not depend on the community. And because you're not depending on the community, you're not asking for help, you're not building bonds. There's a sort of sadness there, right? And then you have here rejection. Okay, this is rejection of a situation. there is a situation that is going to come to you or has already come to you and you have rejected it. Okay. We'll find out with the tarot why you rejected it, but I'm intuitively getting the rejection of the situation has to do with a loss of independence, meaning you do not want to go towards this person or towards the situation because you feel you are going to lose your independence. Okay, you're going to lose it. You're going to have to become a couple. You're going to have to become two people. I mean, sorry, yes, two people instead of one. You're going to have to engage with someone else. Um, that can happen. If you're independent long enough, what begins to happen is you start to forget how it is or how it feels to trust another individual. You forget how it is to be with another individual. um, and when you do find that individual who you were with, it is about creating a bond and creating an experience going through life, not just being this independent individual in a relationship. So it is needing the person, leaning on them, giving them time to develop into the person or into the bond that you are seeking, giving yourself time to develop into the person that they're seeking. Compromise. There's a lot that goes into it. So here I'm seeing that that's not what you wanted. It makes you sad. Does it makes you sad to lose your independence, but it also makes you sad to be by yourself, right? There's a rejection. um I don't know why. If it makes you sad, why? I don't know why it's being done. Let me see. Let's put some tarot on that. This relationship that's coming towards you, or the one that you rejected, it's not a past relationship. It is a new relationship. It's not someone you knew already. It is someone that you did not know. I'm hearing mistrust, where you don't. Oreo. Sorry, it's the dog. Um, it's where you don't trust the person, you don't trust the situation, probably because you don't know them. Maybe because you don't know them, or maybe it's too scary, or I don't know. But there is a loss of independence if you would have accepted this relationship or this situation. It could also be a situation. I'm seeing relationship though. I typically don't do love readings, so I'm reading this as and not so much. Thank you for the chimes. Not so much. I don't do them like I'm against them. But my skill set is on developing the individual through peace and love and examining current situations. So that is my skill set. That's my gift set. um Love readings are great, but love readings, they take, it just takes a different skill set. Now, as you've seen with some of my videos, it will come up love within that, and that's fine, but as this is a new channel, I'm just using, there we go. I'm just using the skill sets that I have. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do one more. Is there information for rejection? Is there any information for rejection that we should know? Is there any information for rejection? Tell me what's going on with that rejection. Okay. Two of Needles. We've had her before, right? Two of Needles in the reverse. Okay. So let's start with the rejection. Let's start with what exactly is the issue here. um with this current relationship? What's the problem? Why was, I want to know, what was the rejection from? What was the problem? You're not seeing eye to eye with someone in your life. Okay, yeah, we know. There was a disagreement. It's saying, from what I'm intuitively getting, the disagreement that it's talking about is not, I don't think it was a disagreement. I mean, it was a disagreement in the matter of, they didn't want to do, like, they didn't want to do or be whoever, they didn't agree with you just being you, right? They didn't agree with you just being you. Um, they were looking for you to compromise. This is what I'm getting. They were looking for you to compromise, and you just said no. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So that's a choice, right? But we talked about that independence in the beginning, right? That's what's here. Okay. So there was a disagreement and led to a rejection. Here, Ace of Candles. This is talking about that your independence is, it's, you're on fire. It's your creativity is out there. It's blooming. It's beautiful. You're doing the right thing, right? That could be where that sadness comes in, right? The loss of independence we talked about. Um, that is a loss of independence. If you got into this relationship, this career, this creativity, this new spark would have to go away, and that would make you sad. Okay. And it's still a loss. It's a loss. Okay. Here, this talks about how you are not, um you're a little, not depressed, but you're sad. You're sad because of a situation, a current situation. So it didn't make you happy to reject this love or to reject this situation. It could also be a business, because there's a pillar here. I like pillar of strength, but still a pillar. I'm not getting it's a business. I'm getting this is a love or a current situation, meaning it's someone that you were going to start a new venture with. Then it could be business, but I'm not getting business. I'm getting this is love. I'm getting this is a deeper level commitment. Um, I'm even getting in some instance, like fostering, like foster care, foster animals, like something that would have taken a level of commitment that you were not willing to do. The community was not willing to do because it would interrupt what's going on currently in your life. Creativity is on high for you right now, and that's just not something you wanted to do. Okay. So you chose not to lose your independence. Good for you. If that's what you wanted, you definitely got it. But you're not happy. You wouldn't be happy losing your current position in life, and the relationship, the situation was not strong enough for you to take that leap. It just wasn't strong enough for you to take that leap. Okay. All right. So hopefully this is going to resonate with someone. This is someone's definite story, though. Absolutely, someone's definite story. Let's do a little Alice in Wonderland on it. Let's get a last word on this. And remember, Alice in Wonderland. These are cards that are often thought provoking, and they're often cards that will ask a question to get you to think a little bit more. So, as those who have been watching my videos, I don't do full, like 12, 14, or 22 card spreads, because that involves, that's a deeper dive, and that involves seeing the future, and that's not my skill set. I can put 22 cards on the board, but what happens is, what will then happen is, um it's all going to be regarding this situation, right? So it's not going to go any further than the rejection, because that's how my current power, or not powers, my current gifts operate. Okay. And I don't know if that works like that for everybody else. um for some reason, I don't know, but that's how it works for me. I've tried a few times to get a future reading, even in person, when I do my in persons, and I it's like I'm blocked from seeing the future. You know, I can only talk about your present situation. That's why I'm intuitive. I can only see your past. I see it very detailed and very vividly if I'm in front of you. And I can also see your motivations or your intentions, and your aura, of course. It comes across very plainly, and your spirit guides guide me to say things, let you know confirmation that what I'm seeing is accurate. Okay. All right. So that's why I don't do the full 24 spread, and I don't do those things. And I'm getting new cards, so I'm excited about that too. Okay, can I have one more, please? So, one more from Alice in Wonderland, please. So, you already have confirmation on the board. The decision you made was correct for you. Um, Hold on. Is there another message in here? Is there one more message from Alice in Wonderland, please? Okay. Uh, Messages for a rabbit. All right. Let's do one more, please. Not quite sure. Actually, this doesn't belong up there. This goes here. Yeah. Okay. Is there one more message? Is there a message for rejection for Alice in Wonderland? But I'll give you the overall confirmation. I'm sure you can see it on your screen. But, okay, you double confirmation. Good job. Good job. Double confirmation. Okay. So the first one is messages for a rabbit, right? Messages for a rabbit. And it says service to the animal world. Remember, I said fostering animal or children? So, yeah, this really could be that. You had an option to foster an animal and you decided not to. It didn't fit your lifestyle. Um, and I can understand that. I can understand that. I'm a pet mom of two, and you know, if I had a house, oh my goodness, I would have so many animals. But yes, I'm a pet mom of two, so I understand that it's you know it's a lot, but yeah, okay. So then in the middle for the career portion, for when you decided your independence was more important, um then, and again, this is, I was picking up a situation, as I stated. It could also be love, but that's not coming to me from these cards, right? And this kind of confirmed it a little bit. So you said your career comes first, your independence comes first, who you are comes first, and Alice in Wonderland said it's the right way, right? Learning to create what you desire. So you're basically manifesting. That's the manifestation card, right? You're manifesting for yourself, for your career, for your life, right? And that is the confirmation that the decision you made was correct. If this resonates for you on a love end, on a love angle, it's the same thing. Giving up of your time is also service to animals. Giving up of your time, loyalty, selflessness. That's what this card also represents, right? That message, right? So that that at that time is not something that would have taken away from your independence, okay? And you're getting confirmation. Overall confirmation was the right way. So whatever decision that you made not to move forward with a situation, not to move forward with a person, not to move forward is the right decision for you. So congratulations, it is the right decision for you. We don't want to get into something that our heart is not into and then it becomes a burden, right? So we're learning how to get rid of those burdens. um the other card, confirmation, belong to your own dream. Okay. So basically, don't let anybody. So the rejection that came up under rejection, right? Belong to your own dream. Basically, don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about that decision anymore. We'll put it down there. Don't worry about that decision anymore. You made it. It was right. It's done, right? Don't worry about that decision. When the time is right, um, then the opportunity will come back around to you. Create your own life. There every situation, I believe, every situation we say no to, we're like situations, not like opportunities, right? Every situation, like fostering an animal or, you know, um, starting to have a relationship, those are situations, right? um every situation we say no to, it's not no, it's we're putting the pause on it. We're pausing it. We're saying, wait, right now is not the time. I would guard against looking at these cards. I would guard against isolation, because I almost wanted isolation to come up right here. I would guard against that. And when I say isolation, I don't mean, of course, like not locked in your room and nothing like that. No, no depression. I don't see depression up here. I see sadness. I see temporary. It's temporary sadness. When you make a decision that you really wanted, didn't you wanted it to come out, to turn out a different way, and when it's you that's the deciding factor, you do have some kind of regret, right? That's the word. Some regret here. It's not going to stay for long because you made the right decision, right? The cards are telling you it's the right way. That was it. It was difficult, but you had. I'm sorry, the hologram. It was different, but difficult, but you had to do it. That was the right way to do it. Okay. It says learning to create what you desire, and the other card says create your own life. I mean, we can't argue with it. It's right here. But I do want to guard against here I'm seeing with these cards. I don't want to say I'm seeing a life of solitude. I'm just seeing a life that can easily not include others, right? It can easily not include others, and I mean including others socially. That's what I mean. I don't mean like a marriage or anything. I mean just not including others socially. You're kind of in your own world. You're mastering your own world right here. Clearly you're doing it. Okay. um I would say keep your ties with individuals, and not just because here I'm seeing a person that keeps ties with individuals for gain, right? You're friends with a person, and you might legitimately like the person. You might legitimately like them, but you met him at a work event, that kind of thing. So you keep the relationship with this person very surface, very professional. Even if you guys are going out on a weekend, you might go out. The person I'm seeing here might go out on a weekend with this person that they met at a work event because they know they have a project coming up and maybe they can give them some ideas. That kind of person I'm seeing here. Very ambitious, very go getter, right? That's this community go getter. I would just warn and I would just say, please keep connections with people because connections are great. Connections help us grow and it helps the community and it helps your insight grow, right? That's how we live. We have to live in the world. We're a community of people. Um, so I just guard against, especially with this Ace of Candles. Um, Even though that's success, I guard against you doing that too much. Because what can begin to happen is people, and they may not tell you, um, I'm seeing people shying away from this person, from you, whoever this is, after a while, because they're realizing that you're only friends with them, or you only call them, or you only talk about a project, or lead up to somewhere talking about your business, or if you're an entrepreneur, the opportunity you need comes around, but you're only contacting people for that reason. Okay, that can start to go bad in a community, and that can start to go bad for you and your reputation in a community. Okay, so just be very careful of that one. But build your connections, build your friendships, build your tribes. You know, do it. It's there for you. You know, um, and don't worry. This situation, uh, it's gonna come back around. It's gonna come back around. So don't worry about it. You did, like the cards keep saying, you did the best you could do. You couldn't at this time be in service to someone or something, but it'll come back around. When it comes back around, just, you know, hopefully you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn in this journey that you're on, the journey of, I call it confidence, you know, self-discovery, confidence, learning about yourself. Once you're on it, once you're done with this journey, learn the lesson, but don't I would guard against remaining on that journey. Do you know what I'm saying? Once you learn the lesson from here, which is the reason that you rejected something, a situation, once you've learned that lesson, move forward. Level up in that lesson. Don't just stay in that one lesson, right? That's a lot of us, myself included, a lot of us get stuck, you know, because we learn the lesson and then we think we can conquer situations when they come back around. And, you know, they come back around and we conquer it, and it comes, we just keep conquering it. You know why? Because you had the cheat sheet. You already know what happened, you know, so you know how to play the game. You know all the ins and outs, you know the codes, right? The cheat codes, you know all of that. But what begins to happen in that spectrum is you get to a point, thank you, you get to a point where um, you're not actually helping the situations around you. You're a little stagnant in a situation. So that's when you start to get into conflict with people. When you're on a lesson too long, you get into conflict. Because remember, you've already mastered not this situation, but you've already mastered the situation 5 times, let's just say. So at 5 times, you've leveled up five. Well, you've mastered it 5 different times. So think of like Mortal Kombat. Remember that? So if you're in Mortal Kombat and you have one level one, it forces you to go to level two, right? But imagine if you could just keep going to level one, and you would just stay on level one and just keep, you know, going up against opponents. The opponents are getting younger and they're newer, and the opponents not even younger in age, I mean younger in experience, right? So they're younger in experience. They may not know what you know because they haven't done this 5 times, but they're bringing a different skill set from a different level they were on. So they conquered level 3, and now you're at 4, and they're trying to conquer 4, but they've only done 3 one time. So a lot of their skill sets, a lot of their codes, their cheat codes are fresh in their mind. So when they come up against you, you're complacent in that level because you've done that level 5 times, the same level. You're complacent, you're working with one set of skills. The person coming up against you has a different level of skill, has a hunger that is deeper than yours, and their goal is to defeat you because they want to get to level 20, right? So in the community, what I'm saying is we all want to get to level 20 and beyond. So, to this person who this reading resonates with, that you rejected a current situation, again, I'm getting like fostering animals, fostering children. I'm getting like a temporary to permanent situation. It can be a love. If it's a love, it is not a past love, it's a new love. It's something new, it's something that would have leveled you up to the next level. You rejected it for your career, for your stability, because right now you're on fire, right? Literally, there's fire on the card, right? Right now you're on fire. Right now you are winning in whatever situation, work, love, whatever it is, you're winning. So you don't want to level up right now. You're choosing to stay at this level. And that's giving you some sadness with it. Don't stay at this level too long, okay? You don't want the fresher, maybe that's a better word than younger, the fresher component or opponent to meet you, and you're still complacent with your traditional and your learned skill set on this level, because that new opponent coming up is not going to be someone that is going to be easily defeated, right? You want to be the one leveling up so that when you meet the opponent from the level before, you can say, "Oh, I did that. Let me tell you what to do because I'm at this level," right? You don't want to be in the same level because then you're not offering guidance, you're not offering support, you're not offering any kind of friendship that can be beneficial to the person who has gone through what you've already gone through. You're actually becoming competition, right? And we talked about that. You're calling when I stated you're it's being spoken about. You're the person is calling people when you need them for a project, as opposed to seeing and building bonds with people. Okay. All right, everybody. So thank you so much. That was a very long reading, very deep and intuitive. But hopefully this is going to resonate and someone is able to learn from it. All right. Thank you so much. And trust me, I learn every day when I do my readings as well. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy your 24.